could you give an update on the cleaning up of Fukushima, please? How have they decided to go about cleaning it up?
You know, I don't have any information on that. That was not a question that was answered a couple days, 5 days ago. I don't know if they've started or not. I don't. But what's interesting about that, Freddie, that's a good question. What's interesting about that is the discovery of new life forms. Oh yeah, I had something else to share with you. Oh, that was a great question, Freddie. You reminded me of something I wanted to talk about. So I don't have any current updates. I've put that question back at the top for the next time. And as soon as I have the opportunity to ask, I will about that again. So I don't have a current update about that. However, there has been a 13-year study on whale DNA. And what's fascinating about this, and I've talked about this 100 years ago, about how whales are the historians of the planet. And they were brought here from Cygnus Alpha. Now, Cygnus Alpha is also one of the founding root races of our human race. It's on that list of 22 that I shared with you guys back in 1994, I think it was. They're on the list. Well, what's interesting is that at the conclusion of this study of a whale's DNA, they came to realize that whales are a hybrid of some other, of something else. And that much of the coding that was in their hybrid DNA has nothing to do with Earth. That it appears that their DNA structure came from someplace else, and that it was altered in such a way that they could live and adapt to our environment here on Earth. Now, if you remember, I have shared this information with you years and years and years and years ago when we talked about this, that as spacefaring research teams and star nations would move through the galaxy, they would find different types of life forms. And you know, that's gold. That's like a currency to them. Okay, DNA of different types of life forms. And what they would do is if they could find a specific environment, what they would do is they would take the DNA, they would alter it in such a form to see if those life forms could adapt and live in other environments, type of environments. Well, Earth is one of those, which is why we have such an incredible, diverse amount of life on this planet. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter the group, whether it's mammal, fish, insect, crustacean, etc., etc., etc. And obviously I'm not a scientist. But this is how a lot of life came to this planet. Now, Earth, we have an E-system. It's considered an E-system, ecology. It is not common throughout the rest of the galaxy. It's just not, okay? One of the most common is methane. And even methane has a diverse population of life, but it is nothing compared to what we have here on Earth. Earth literally became a museum, a laboratory, and a zoo, all at the same time. Anyway, I thought that was interesting because I had talked about that years and years and years and years ago. And now they've come up with this study, and it's pretty fascinating. I just think it's really, really cool. So we've never been alone, ever. and I know I'm talking to the choir here,